this light feels so very bright right now. It's currently 5:30, Tuesday morning, and we're getting up to go to the gym. Woo! I fell asleep on the couch last night, which isn't really a rare thing lately. For some reason, I've not been able to make it the last steps that way to my bed at night, and I keep sleeping under this throw and on my lovely pillows out here, and that's what it is. But I'm still committed to having the day I want to have, and that starts with going to the gym, and I need some pre-workout today. That I do need. I heard recently that drinking hot water on an empty stomach is like a great way to cleanse the system in the morning. So I'm gonna try it, at least for this week. I take pre-workout some mornings, not every single morning, but my main reason for doing it is not the energy. I don't really like the jittery feeling, and I don't need it because I just kind of wake up, but I use it because it's a good diuretic, and I like to feel cleansed before I go work out in the morning. But if hot water would do the trick, I'll happily switch to that. I wish I were one of those girls who went to the gym cute, but I don't have it in me because I've never left the gym cute. So I don't really see the point in putting in the effort to start that way. There is absolutely something to the water trick because I just finished that water about 60 seconds ago, and not to give you too much information, but I got to go. In hindsight, the water trick is a total fluke, or at least it was for me. It's now been many months since I recorded this video, and I remember that week, really it only worked that one day. So maybe it's like a nice little kickstarting trick, but I would not heavily rely on just hot water alone to kickstart your tummy in the morning. I have done it with Himalayan salt, totally different results, a little too aggressive for my liking, but if that's what you're into, there's an option. Wow, look at that flexibility, that mobility. I miss that girl. I'm currently sat up in the house with broken toes, not moving anything like that. And kudos to her for doing it while she could. So I have a dental appointment in about an hour. I'm getting my first cleaning of the year, and also a little secret, my big insecurity is that I'm actually missing 2 teeth, and it's been a really long process to get them replaced and like do the whole bridge, especially with moving out of the country and figuring out international insurance. So anyways, I'm really kicking off that process to have it completed this year because I do think it's going to take a full year of like different procedures. So anyways, I'm going to get that started today. I don't think I have enough time to shower, but I'm not stressed about it. I'm not smelly. I didn't really break a sweat during my workout today. So I think I'm just gonna clean my face, hit my hot spots. And if you don't know your hot spots, you ain't been hot before. Okay, there's no denying what they are. And then get myself out the door and maybe have some, I'm gonna have breakfast actually. I'm gonna have some yogurt. It's really funny because eating this yogurt was such an intentional choice because I had to go to the dentist and I was so stressed that I overflossed my teeth. And so I was like, what can I eat that's soft but tasty and delicious? And I'd never made this recipe. Actually, I know I'm going to talk about it later. This was in my white chocolate phase. That came out of nowhere. It's kind of hanging on too. I can tell by the way I'm starting to put the burners on. Maybe this still looks like I'm moving slow to you, but I know me and this is fast. It's probably 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning. That's when my clock, my internal clock is like, oh, the day is really here. We are locked in the zone. Plus, I think my appointment had to have been close to this. What's funky right now is that, oh my gosh, so they don't have the same daylight savings schedule, I don't know how to say it, as we do in the US. And that's already confusing to me, but now it's been daylight savings in the US, but not here at all. And so working on US hours, but with like all of these different changes, I'm perpetually confused. I'm just relying on whatever time the closest device to me says and having faith.
That's a 10-minute girl. Okay, I'm gonna say this is delicious. Like, I kind of outdid myself on this one. I've never made this flavor combo before. Oh my gosh, I really did floss way too hard. My mouth hurts so much. They're gonna think I'm psychotic. The white chocolate. That's 7 minutes.
Something I'm always doing is checking myself for time because I have the worst time blindness. Or actually, maybe it's not the absolute worst. I've been inspired lately because I have a new friend and she has awful time blindness, and it's been a real mirror to my own experience and maybe what I put other people through. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a changed woman. The jig is up. And yes, sometimes I am still late, but that's willful. That's a choice, and that's just gonna happen. I'm not gonna beat myself up about it. I'm proud about the small changes along the way. Just finished the appointment. The good news is my teeth are healthy. The chompers are looking good, feeling good. The not so great news is that to get these two replaced and to potentially do Invisalign just to fix some of these gaps that weren't here is around 7,000 euro, which right now in this economy is like 7,500 US. That's much more out of my budget than I was thinking, and I do have international insurance, but I think they're covering like 1,300 of the dental surgery, and then they might cover some of the Invisalign if it's pertinent to the surgery, which they decide between the doctor and the insurance company. Of course, it's not up to me. I feel like it is pertinent, but no one cares what I think. So TBD, but either way I have to make a decision quick because it's like a year-long process to get the implants in, let them settle, then get the crown put over it, and have the Invisalign do its business. So either way, I think I want to get started with this process like in February, so in a couple of weeks, so that I have a full smile by the end of this year. If you can believe it, with all of that life that has already happened in the day, there was enough time for a full workday left, and I put in the hours. A common misconception of digital nomads is that we don't work the same hours as everyone else, or we're just kind of off frolicking, and there's not as much of the nomadic lifestyle as implied in the title. Like, I'm not doing the adventurous day trips every weekend and, as much as I think people are expecting or imagining, because I still have major commitments with work that I like to do and that I need to do in order to be able to have more of this supposed adventure. Anyways, this is a snack I've been obsessed with. It's the white chocolate again. I was on something that day, could not get enough, but it's cranberry white chocolate popcorn with orange zest. I found it on Instagram. Whoa. The day is done, or at least the day will be done in 15 minutes. I'm still gonna have some work to do into the evening, and I usually work until about 8:30 Lisbon time, which is like 3:30 East Coast in the US. So I work American hours because I'm an American girl abroad, and I actually really like that. I like that I can start my day a little later, so I can actually have mornings where I can go to the gym and not feel too rushed and do my errands and still have time to get ahead with the work. And by 8:30, if I wanted to be social, which I don't always want to at the end of the day, but if I wanted to, I could always go do something, have dinner with friends, or hang out at home with a glass of wine, my favorite snooze snack, and finish some work. And there you have it, a typical day for a digital nomad with a full-time job. Or at least that's what it is according to me. Not that you asked, but that I felt like sharing. And with that, I will bid you adieu. For the witching hour is upon us, so until next time. Love you, boo. Take care of you. Mwah.